There must be something about that story after all. People always talk. You have to watch what you tell people.
There was a time when things would have gotten very different. Some people never.
You shouldn't believe everything you
I would like to be. I thought that was cleared up ages ago.
Hi, I'm new here.
What do you want from me?
I want to become one of you. I want to join the camp.
Looking for people to support you, eh? If you want me to have a word with Diego about you, you need to do me a favor.
What kind of favor do you want?
I want one of Fisk's weapons. He's one of the traders at the marketplace. You won't sell it to me. It's a broadsword with ornaments. I'll give you 100 ore to collect the weapon for me, but don't tell him about me.
I thought that it was out of ages.
Why won't he sell the weapon to you anymore?
We had a little argument.
And?
And that's all you need to know.
That's really not my problem.
Okay, give me the 100 ore nuggets. I'll get the thing.
I'd better.
Here you go. Come straight back to me.
The worst shit. You shouldn't believe everything.
Hey man, I'm Fisk. I trade goods of all kinds. If you ever need anything, you're in the right place here.
Show me your...
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Maybe, but who cares?
Rely on somebody, you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
I'm not listening to all the blathering. I'd better keep out. There must be something about that story. That's very clever.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead. As long
Have you got armor for me as well?
Well, I'm sure that I can satisfy you.
I'd like to buy a sword, but not just a simple one. I'd like something more ornamental.
I have one you'll like. The Shadow who wanted to collect it won't be coming anymore. That'll be 110 ore. Interested?
listening to all that blathering anymore.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
That wasn't very clever.
Yes, I'll take it.
You got a good deal here.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
People always talk. Some people never not listening to all the blathering anymore. Why does that happen over and over?
Fisk wants 110 ore for his sword now.
And you want me to give you the 10 ore now?
I thought you wanted to have that sword.
Here, take it. And now hurry.
I have your sword.
Wasn't too hard, was it? Whatever. You do me a favor and I'll do you one. If Diego should ask after you, I'll speak it.
Let's talk about something else instead. I'd better keep out of it.
Same old story.
The sleeper be with you, stranger. I'm here to guide you onto the right path.
And which is the right path?
The path of the sleeper. He alone has the power to set us free. The gurus are preparing a great invocation in our camp. They want to get in contact with the sleeper. So far, he's just talked to us in visions. But now, it's time to get in touch with him. We'll need as many supporters as possible for that. By focusing our spiritual power, we'll get through to him. Our camp is some distance away, in the swamp. I can take you there, though, if you want.
There was a time when things would have gone very
Who's the sleeper?
The sleeper speaks to us through dreams and visions. He has been leading us ever since he first made contact with Iberian 5 years ago. All the followers of the Brotherhood have renounced the three gods. We pray only to the Sleeper for salvation.
Salvation from what?
From this goddamn place, of course. The Sleeper will show us the way to freedom.
What would be the benefit of joining you?
Maybe you're one of the chosen people who received the gift of magic from the Sleeper. Or you might obtain the highest honors and become a Templar. Only the best fighters among us can obtain that position. If the Sleeper is with you, you can even combine both. The best of the Templars receive the gift of magic as well. You see, our Brotherhood has a lot of possibilities for you. You should be aware of that before you decide on joining any other camp.
What did the Sleeper tell you?
He guided us to the swamp, to the old temple ruins. That's where we built our camp. He gave us independence. None of us need to labor in the mines. He showed us what swamp weed can do. We sell it to the other camps, and in exchange, we get everything we need. And he gave some of us the gift of magic. Of an old and powerful magic, which is different from the one the magicians of the realm use.
Tell me about the magic of the Sleeper.
This gift enables you to control things with the power of your mind. Only the gurus of our Brotherhood have been initiated into the secrets of this magic.
Hey, you!
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. I'm not listening to blabbering.
You got no business in there!
Hey, you! I trade in swamp weed and potions from the sect camp. Do you want something?
Show me your goods.
I got the bet.
I want to join the camp. I want to become a shadow.
Oh, you're looking for a chance to prove your worth? Good. You can do me a favor. If you do it well, I'll speak up for you in front of Diego.
What is it?
In the sect camp, there's a man called Kalam, quite a big shot. One of the gurus of the sect. Kalam is an alchemist. He has the recipe for an effective healing potion. I'd like to buy the recipe off him. Then I can produce it myself. But nobody can get near Kalam.
And what do you expect me to do?
The sect loonies are looking for new people all the time. You're new here. Just pretend you want to be recruited. Kalam is one of the gurus. That means he checks the new candidates. If you get in touch with him, try to get the recipe. Whether you want to pay for it or you don't. I don't care.
Sounds like a difficult business. How much is in it for me?
At some point, Diego will ask me if you're suitable for us. Just guess what my answer will depend on.
Maybe I'll have to pay for the recipe. Give me 50 ores in advance payment.
Forget it.
No ore, no recipe.
Well then, we can talk about the ore as soon as you have the recipe.
Okay, I'll see if I can get the thing. What is swamp weed?
New here, are ya? You can smoke it. Very relaxing for most of us.
Where is the sect camp?
Leave the camp through the south exit, then head eastwards. You'd better take a map. I got one here for 50 ore.
The south exit is the collapsed tower, isn't it?
Exactly.
Hi, I'm new here. How's things?
Go away. I've been working my ass off in the mines for the last 2 weeks. And what for?
Some sad lumps of ore is all I got. I had to spend most of it on food. I talked to Ball Parvis down there. He told me some interesting things about the sect camp. I think I'd better go there instead of slaving away for Gomez.
You don't like it here? Why don't you just go then?
Because I'm not quite sure what to expect there. I had a pal here. His name was Melvin. He headed off to the sect camp a week ago. But since then, I haven't heard of him. And as long as I don't get a message from him, I'll stay here.
Same old story every time. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
So much. Yeah.
Ah, new face.
What do you want?
I want to offer you help. You're new here and the new ones always get into trouble. You could save yourself a lot by making a small donation. Just 10 ore, man.
I
That
doubt
ain't
that's
much to
what
ask.
me to change.
And what do I get out of it?
While you're in my district, I'll protect you. If you get into any trouble with the guys from the new camp, or if one of the sect loonies gets on your nerves, you can count on me. If you have bother with one of the diggers, we'll help whichever one of you is paid. It's as simple as that.
And what if both have paid?
Then we sit back and watch the show, but that don't happen too often.
But keep it to yourself.
What if I don't pay?
Know it.
Hey man, don't stress yourself. You're a newcomer. Take a look around, collect a bit of ore, and when you're ready to pay, then pay. You can do it anytime, but don't count on my help until you've made your contribution to my expenses. I'm sure you'll understand.
I'll see you later.
Just you take care of yourself.
Trouble ahead.
Blather so much. Yeah. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, but keep it to yourself.
Hey, you! The right decision.
Hey, newcomer. I'm Mordrag. You should remember that name. You can buy any kind of goods from me at a cheap price.
Show me your goods.
Choose something.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes.
This camp ain't.
Pardon me.
Same old story every time.
There was a time when things would have gone very different.
There ain't no room for people who steal from the ore barons.
Oh, that's what you mean. Why didn't you just say so?
Put the weapon away.
He's had enough.
Don't try that again.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
Nothing. No ore.
There was a time when things were done very differently. Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. Why does that happen? Both to her and you tell people.
You looking for trouble?
Are you really the magician's courier?
What if I am?
I'd like to have a chance to talk to the magicians. I have to get inside the castle.
The magician's couriers bear seals, which allow them entry to the castle. If you were one of us, you could get such a seal.
Let's talk about something.
And if I wanted to join the new camp, could you help me?
If you're serious, we can go now. I can take you to Laris. He is the head of our gang. But if you prefer to beat me out of the camp, well, go for it.
Tell me more about the new camp.
It's the camp where you have the most freedom within the colony. We don't have any ore barons or gurus bossing us around. We have our own mine, but the ore that is produced there isn't given to the damn king.
So what is it used for?
Our magicians are working on a plan to break out of here. All the ore is collected for this plan. While Gomez and his people are lazing around, we drudge for freedom. That's what's going on.
Are you really the magician's courier?
What if I am?
I'd like to have a chance to talk to the magicians. I have to get inside the castle.
The magician's couriers bear seals, which allow them entry to the castle. If you were one of us, you could get such a seal.
Keep it to yourself.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Hey, you!
The worst shit.
What have you been doing in there?
As long as I'm not. You shouldn't believe everything. I would like to be in his shoes, though.
I'm new here. Who are you?
I'm Kareem. You must have just been booted in here, or else you'd have heard of me. I'm the best fighter this damned camp has ever seen.
What are you doing?
Me? I'm fighting for the glory of the Sleeper.
You fight in the arena?
I was sent here from the swamp by my masters to fight for the Sleeper. I'll fight here for his higher glory, so all infidels can see how strong his power has made me.
What is the Sleeper?
You will find priests who will be able to answer that question better than I can in our camp. I'll just tell you this much. The Sleeper is our Redeemer.
You mean you're waiting for your god to liberate you?
Yes, and the wait will soon be over. A great invocation is currently being prepared. There are always some novices around here.
What kind of invocation is it you're planning?
Our prophets say that the common invocation of the sleeper is the key to freedom. If you want to find out more about it, just come to our camp.
What's your job here?
I'm in charge of the arena. I organize the bets, hire new fighters, you know.
I want to join the camp. Can you help me?
I might be able to, if you manage to impress me. Some of the best fighters from all three camps come here to compete against each other. Challenge one of them to a fight. I'll watch you, and if you're good, maybe I'll think about it.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
I thought the old camp and the new camp didn't get on. So why do you let their people fight here?
It's simple. There's fights here once a week, and the diggers always like to see one of the rogues from the new camp get flattened. If one of them fights, there's more bets, and that's good for business. Personally, I can't stand the swines from the new camp. But business is business.
It's not really my problem.
I'm not listening to all that bull. Let's talk. Hang on.
Let's talk about stuff.
Hello.
I haven't seen you before. You're new here, aren't you?
Just recently arrived.
Have you already decided which camp you want to join?
No, what do you think?
Well, it depends. Each camp has its advantages, I guess. Until you've made your decision, you can stay here. A hut just became available.
What are the advantages of the old camp?
If you pay protection money to the guards, you can have a laid-back life here. They always interfere if one of the paying diggers is attacked. Besides, you can only get the goods from the outside world cheap here. These things are unaffordable in the other camps.
What goods are considered precious here?
Everything from the outside world. Bread, cheese, and bacon, and above all, beer and wine. Not the cheap rice schnapps from the new camp, but really good stuff. You always get a good price for weapons, and armor is really expensive. The guards took the old armor off the prison guards after they killed them. You can always recognize them by their armor. They only sell it to other guards. You could never get a hold of one as an outsider.
I think I've heard enough.
I like it here.
Which of the huts can I take for myself?
The hut over there with the little canopy is empty.
Hey, you! You're learning fast.
That won't happen.
It looks as if you knew what you were doing.
Nobody ain't complained yet. But that would be a bad idea anyway. Every idiot here needs a sword, and that is what they get from me.
How long does it take you to make one blade?
That depends. I'm as fast as a hurricane with simple swords. Of course, only on condition that the price motivates me. A freak like Whistler usually has to wait longer for his toy than other people.
Why? Doesn't he pay enough?
No, on the contrary. He gave me 150 off for his last sword. The guy is into ornaments and girly stuff like that, and of course that's not cheap. Hey, you ain't curious at all, are you, pal?
I'd like to try working here.
But don't you think that you can make great blades?
What do I have to do?
Okay, take the steel and hold it into the fire. Then you have to lay the red-hot steel across the anvil. When you're finished, you put the hot blade into the water bucket over there to temper it. The cooled blade finally has to be sharpened on the...
I see.
However, you'll need some things for that. I could sell them to you.
I'd like...
I'm not listening to all the blathering.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Some people never learn.
There must be something about that story after all.
There was a time.
How's things?
Not bad. If you can cook well, you have many friends here. Would you like some of my rice stew?
Thanks.
You could do me a favor.
What can I do for you?
You must be used to good food. I have a new recipe. Meat bug ragu a la snaff with rice and mushrooms. You can have as much as you want, but I still need 3 meat bugs and some hell mushrooms. 5 should be enough.
Sounds good.
Then go and see you get me the things. The last one I sent just hasn't come back. Must have deserted to the new camp.
I have the things you wanted from me.
Good. I just have to add them, then the stew will be ready. Wait.
Get lost.
You want to be on your own for a while, do you? I understand. I'll stay in the background.
Let me pass.
Hey, man. New here? I haven't seen you before. I'll join you for a while, if you don't mind. I'm sure you'll need a friend.
Get lost.
You're not in a good mood today, are you? I'd better come with you. Tell me, where are we going? Or is it supposed to be a surprise? I like surprises.
Put the weapon down!
A fight!
He's had enough.
He's had enough.
You told me I could have as much.
And that's true.
You looking for trouble with...
Hey, man, you hit me. What was that for?
I'll hit you again in a second. I'm into that.
You're a lunatic, man. I don't want to have anything to do with you.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. It was obvious there would be trouble.
Maybe.
That wasn't very clever.
You're very probably right. Some people never learn.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
You've been lucky there.
How are you doing?
Well, since I stopped working in the mine, I can't really complain.
And where do you get your ore from?
I help people who have problems. If you get into trouble with influential people here, I can help you sort the thing out.
If I was in trouble, you could help me? How?
Well, let's assume you're in trouble with Thoris. You better never get into trouble with him, but then, well, you never know. Thoris can be quite stubborn. When he's pissed off with you once, he'll never talk to you again. And that's a bad thing. As a greenhorn, you depend on him. So you come to see me. I know a lot of people here Thoris listens to. They put in a good word for you, and Thoris and I take care that your ore gets to the right people.
Could you tell me which of
You want to impress the right people, do you? Diego has the most power of all the shadows. He trusts Fingers, Whistler, and Sly. Dexter and Fisk sell their stuff on the market square. They have many customers, even the guards, and that makes them rather influential. And then there's Scatty. He's in charge of the arena and determines who fights and all that. Many people here owe him ore. He's important as well.
Hey, you! Aren't you the guy who wants to join the camp?
What if I am?
I could help you.
And how?
There are two guys sitting around outside the camp. One of them has stolen something from the ore barons. It's a precious amulet, which should have arrived with the last convoy. One of them should still be in possession of the amulet. If we attack them together, we should manage. I couldn't do it on my own. What do you say?
What will happen when we have the amulet?
That's an easy one. I'll return it and get the reward. I'll tell them you helped me. Then you'll be in Gomez's good books for sure.
Not interested.
With this kind of attitude, you won't last long here. Just tell me if you change your mind.
Fight! Put the weapon down!
Put the damn weapon away!
A fight! A fight! Put the weapon down!
You better not stay here. The orc land starts behind that barricade.
Is it dangerous?
Let me put it like this. You may as well give me all your ore before you go out there and let the orcs rip you to ribbons.
I think it might be best if I just turn back.
Pity. I'd have loved to take care of your ore.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Rely on somebody, you're in trouble.
Hang on. I'll kill rushing into anything.
Wouldn't like to.
Can you?
Yes. You're come back.
Take care.
You have to watch what you tell people.
That won't happen again. But keep it to yourself. People don't.
Same old story every time.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear. I better keep out of
Talk about something else instead.
It was obvious there would be trouble there.
I'd better keep out of
I'm ready to go with you. Let's get the amulet.
Okay, let's do it then.
Always talk.
Maybe.
I thought there was a time when things would have gone very differently.
If you think. There was a time when.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
So, here we are, far away from your friend Diego. I'm to send you regards from Bloodwind.
Slowly, slowly, you've won.
And how far have you got with your tests?
I've already...
Maybe.
People always talk.
Well, hang on.
Hang on.
Wouldn't mind seeing his shit.
Now what?
The time's come for you to prove you're a true friend. Just 10 ore and you're in. What do you say? Take care.
There must be something about that story.